Hey everybody, Sean Mallett here with Creation Song Audio and Production, and today we're going to continue our series on instrument repair by talking about how to restring a mandolin. A mandolin is one of my favorite folk instruments, and it's very interesting because it has only 4 pitches, but it uses pairs of strings. So you'll be putting 8 strings on this instrument. So to start off, you'll need to remove this metal flourish tailpiece. And most oftentimes your mandolin will have one of these that you just grab from the sides and it slides off. And then as you can see, we have all of these little hooks in here that some people kind of call it the Christmas tree, but all of the strings have a loop on the end that latch onto this hook. Next, one thing I like to do if I'm taking off all the strings is to mark with painter's tape specifically, because it doesn't leave a residue and it doesn't stick that well to it, so you don't have to worry about ripping off your finish. But mandolins have a floating bridge, which means the strings are what keeps them in place, that it's not screwed into the body. So in order to make sure that you put the bridge back in the correct place, you can mark it with stem tape like this. And do it on either side. And then you just lightly put the tape on. All right, and now that we have the tailpiece off, we are good to go ahead and remove the strings. Once again, using my handy drill. I'm actually going to put another piece of tape on the end, just because the bridge can slide a little bit. All right. All right, and now we get to begin putting the new strings on. So each of the packs, they come in pairs of 2 because you have 2 of each string. So to begin, you hook it on the Christmas tree, which sometimes these can be a little bit stubborn, so you just have to make sure that it stays on. And then as far as clipping the string, I usually go about I usually do the bend at about 1.5 pins. So a little bit more than we had on the guitar previously. And the bridge will keep sliding around until you get more tension on it. But as you tighten up the string, it'll lock into place a little more. And then as always, the very important stretching, which on a mandolin is even more important because of just how much tension is on these strings. It's a very small body with 8 strings, so stretching is equally important, equally, if not more important, on this instrument. Same thing, about 1.5 pegs. All right. And now that you've put all the strings on, you just put the tail piece back on. And remove the painter's tape. And there you go. How to restring a mandolin.